Hi, welcome to my channel. How much importance have you put on a specific person? How important is this manifestation to you in your life at the moment? So measure it on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not all that important, I'm cool without it, or 10 being I must have this in my life. Be really honest with yourself. I made a short video about this and somebody asked me, a couple of people asked me to make a longer video. So are you a 5 or above? Because we intuitively know where we are on that scale. We can just think about things in terms of either percentages or numbers like that. So try it with numbers. If you're above a 5, then you've put too much importance on this manifestation coming into your life. Sorry, it's a very annoying fly in here. And what happens is then you will be putting in too much effort. And even if you're not outwardly putting in the effort, inwardly you will be putting in effort to get this person into your life. And it could be things like affirming, lots of visualization, or it could be forcing letting go in order to get this person. We cannot force anything with this. I've really found that with all the years I've been doing this, we cannot force anything into our lives, because force is, and I spoke about this in my last video, the backwards law, the law of reversed effort. It just doesn't work. It just pushes whatever we want further away. Imagine pushing at someone, backing someone into a corner. You're having a go at someone, right? And you're shouting at them and you're backing them into a corner. All they want is for you to go away. That's all that they want. And that's what's happening when we're trying too hard for a person. Now, I'm not saying that they'll be having bad thoughts about you. They won't. They'll probably be having, because you've directed a lot of positive energy towards them in the process of this, most probably they would have picked up on that and they will be thinking about you. Might be on and off, might be a lot, but they will not be wanting to reach out to you or come to you because you are backing them into a corner with your energy. Energetically, you're backing them into a corner, and that's never going to work long term. And also think of it this way. If you've placed that much importance on this manifestation, how are you going to feel when it comes? You're going to probably feel ecstatic, but you are probably going to have a lot of fear in there that it's going to go again because you've tried really hard for this. What if it slips through your fingers? And you will build up that energy and then it will slip through your fingers. They will disappear. They will pull away again for one reason or another. Maybe a big row will blow up and they'll pull away that way. Maybe they'll just disappear from your life for no good reason that you can see. And you will try to rationalize it. Why have they done this? Like, absolutely, why have they done this to me? Well, they've done it because of your energy. This is still a really important point to make, I think. Do you really want this person in your life? Please do list what's great about this person, or is it just the way that they make me feel? Because if it's just the way that they make you feel, or maybe you are remembering it much more fondly than actually it was. Maybe it didn't make you feel as great as you think you did. What happens is people pull away from us and they become elusive. So they're indifferent to us and they are elusive. And when someone is elusive, we are more interested in them. So you may have just got caught in that cycle. So it is really a good point to think, what do I love about this person? And if there's not much on that list, then it's not worth it. It really isn't, because it's an ego thing. And actually, they will come back and you will try to hold on to them tightly. You won't even really know why you're doing it, because you'll think, oh, I'm a bit of a dick. But you won't know what it is. But it's because of their elusive energy. So they'll pull and you'll push, and they'll pull and you'll push. So be honest with yourself. Like, literally, is this person a good fit for me? Is this person really the person I want in my life? Is this person going to enhance my life? We don't have to have things in common with people for it to work out. No, that's definitely not true. But is this person a good fit for me? Do I really want this person? If you look at them and there's all these things you want to change about them, then they're not a person for you. They're not, because you're trying to change these things about them because something has happened that's upset you. Something in the relationship has happened that's upset you, and you want to be validated in a way. So you want to put all that right. Maybe you want them to apologize so that you can feel good. You can feel good again because they made you feel crap. That's no good reason to want this person in your life, and it's certainly no good reason to put so much importance on them and make them the be all and end all and think you can't be without this person. You need them because they are. You might be convincing yourself that you're not thinking that, but you probably are if you've gone a long time and you're still harking back to this and going back to this particular person. A lot of the problem, I think, comes from soulmates, comes from twin flames. I wouldn't look at videos like that, because then you are going to convince yourself that they are the only person for you. So then they are going to be on this pedestal. They're going to be of huge importance to you, even more so, because you'll think, no, this is right. This is my twin flame. I don't really take any store in that. I mean, you meet people in life that you have great chemistry with, and you might get on really, really well with them. You might connect on a really deep level, but that's not the only person that you can connect like that with. There will be other people out there that you can connect like that with, but if you see them as your soulmate, because you can have a soulmate who's a friend, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but you can have many soulmates, more than one. There's not necessarily just one person that gets you. There will be other people in life if you allow that to happen. Many years ago now, and it is quite a long time ago now, I had lots of people in my life that were either draining or not on my wavelength anymore, not the right people in my life at the right time. But I didn't know that. I didn't really know that was all to do with me. But now, since I've come, like, those people have fallen away from my life, and they weren't all really negative relationships, but they just weren't, they hadn't moved with me, if you know what I mean. I had changed because of all this probably, and they hadn't, and that's not their fault. They were just going on living their life, but I had kind of moved to a different place in my head and in my whole being, really. But since I've changed myself, and that included getting rid of my reactive nature, accepting, I just tend to accept people now, and when you accept people, they just start behaving as you would like anyway, really. You don't have to do anything. It's not about changing them, it's about changing you internally. I can honestly say there is not one person in my life that I don't want to be there. Really, there isn't. And I had removed people from my life, a couple of people, purposely, by kind of thinking I don't want this in my life anymore, and purposely deciding that I didn't want it and wanted that person gone. I know it sounds really harsh, and it wasn't that anything was horrible about that person, but wanted that relationship gone from my life. And it went, this was people that, a couple of people that this happened with, not particularly really close friends of mine at the time, but people that were in my life that I thought, how did this even happen? How is this person in my life? Because they're so not on my wavelength, and I just don't know how this has happened. But I can now look back and see why. There's nobody like that in my life anymore. And let's say a business client, I mean, I don't take on new business clients now, only if they're in the same building as me, I will, or I really want to work with them. If they were in the same building as me and I didn't want to work with them, then I wouldn't. But the best people come to me, people that are completely on my wavelength, or maybe they don't have the same beliefs as me or feelings as me on a lot of things, but they're open to discussion, or they don't care that I'm the way I am. They're happy for me to be me, and they can be them. And I'm happy to accept people just the way they come. And I just really think that's changed my life, actually, just accepting people and just thinking, well, that's them and that's cool. Why do I want to change that person? If I feel the need to change them, it's because they're not right for me in my life, because otherwise why would I want to change them? So you can let people fall away from your life, and maybe they'll come back later on in life. Maybe years later they'll come back, or not that long later, but they'll come back, you'll be in a better place, and they'll seemingly be in a better place, and then you will have a different relationship. But if you're feeling like desperately like you need to change a person at the moment, they're probably just not right for your life at the moment. Because if they're so great, you wouldn't want to change all of those things about them, would you? Okay, so look at your importance levels. How much importance have I placed? Be so brutally honest with yourself, and that's quite hard sometimes. And here's something that a client of mine told me, and I've actually just purchased the book. It was in the book, The Simple Art of Not Giving Up. And one of my clients was talking to me about it, the lovely Lynette. Hi, Lynette. And she was talking about how he says, if you have to talk yourself into something, it's a hell no, basically. Or I think he didn't use the word hell, but she did to me because she was being polite. She didn't have to with me, but she was. So I've been using this a lot because I do feel like this anyway, and it's a really good way of putting it. And I'm hoping to actually start reading that book this weekend. I know a lot of people don't like it. I've seen a lot of really great reviews and a lot of bad reviews, but I think that's just because of the way he talks in it, and it doesn't appeal to everybody. So it's a hell yes. If you don't need to talk yourself into it and you just intuitively know, that's a hell yes. If you have to talk yourself into something or make yourself feel something, then it's a hell no at the moment, but not necessarily permanently, just at the moment. And that's quite a simple rule to follow, and actually a very good rule to follow in life, isn't it? To talk yourself into it, there's a reason for that, and that's because it's not, intuitively you know it's not right for you. Okay, I'm an author, my books are listed below, and they're all available via Amazon at the moment. I don't know whether I'll stay exclusive to Amazon in the future. At the moment I am, because the royalty levels are higher, but I don't know, because a lot of people do ask me, is it available in PDF? Can I get it in another version? And you can't at the moment. I'm not able to sell it in PDF to you because that would be going against the terms and conditions of Amazon. I'm not allowed to do that. I can only sell through them because I have an exclusive deal with them. And anyway, there's coaching available on my site, email coaching and Zoom coaching, subliminals, meditations, all kinds of stuff. And there's a members area on my website where you can sign up completely for free. You will get 75% of the modules for free. You won't get, there are some that obviously you don't get. There's meditations and subliminals that you won't get with that, and you don't get discount on coaching, but there is a lot in there. If you're not interested in all of that stuff and you just want to look at the modules, then there's a lot in there that you don't have to pay for. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching.